And there it is, the Porsche RSR, the legendary Porsche that won a lot of races, solidified in history for being one of the most greatest Porsches ever. And personally, that isn't a favorite of mine. But guys, welcome back to a brand new video. We got the Porsche RSR. I'm gonna do some challenges and see how it's gonna perform. Before we do that, make sure to subscribe and like this video because you get notified when I post new videos of Horizon 5 and maybe other games like Gas Station Simulator, new F1 game in the end of May in the future, Need for Speed, that's 11 Solar Crown, and we should also push for the 100 subs. So we're almost there. So that's a goal we're gonna achieve soon. And let's also get 10 likes. And without wasting more time, let's see how this Porsche is gonna perform. I'm gonna do the same challenge like I did with the All-Star Car Pack. So we'll do also the same races if I can remember which one they were. I'm gonna see if it's better than any of them, or even if it's better than the Ford GT as well. I'm quite excited how this car is gonna handle because, like I said, this car is a personal favorite to myself because before I play like Forza games or any other games like Need for Speed, I always played as the Corsa with mods on the Nordschleife, like the Touristfahrer map. And there was one car that I always choose to drive, and it was this Porsche RSR in the first person. And I don't know how many laps I know of the Nürburgring. I can tell you one thing: is fastest lap I've driven on the Nürburgring was with this car, and we're already maxed out at almost 300 kilometers an hour. Brake early. I think this car is like the other car of the All-Star pack and not tuned evenly with the downforce. I think this goes all the way to max speed, so there's a lot of lack of downforce. So that's something we should always consider with these cars. But on first glance, driving to the first corners, it's nice and stable. It really doesn't snap the rear because this car is not like normal Porsches, and it's not rear engine. It's mid-engine now because for more downforce of the diffuser lower, they had to move the engine more to the front, to the middle of the car, and that change the whole perspective of rear-wheel drive rear engine to mid-engine rear-wheel drive. It also helps with the center of gravity as well, and this car is phenomenal. One thing I don't like about this car straight away is the sound. While I'm losing positions, is this car is the same sound as the GT3 911 of the car pack, so they reuse the sound pack of that car. It's a shame because the original sound of the RSR is magnificent. And I'm gonna put a sound clip to see to show you guys how different it sounds. But yeah, then again, this car looks also beautiful. I mean, look at that chassis-mounted rear wing. I love Porsches. I like every Porsche. Like even the one of the 924. People don't really like it, but it got this charm. And like this, it's great. It performs great, and I love it. So stock and handle it great, but it was a bit of understeer here and there. But that's because of the tuning. So I think we should start with we're at the middle of it, starting of S2. So we have a lot of PI to use. Let's see what kind of engine slots do we have, and it is GT3 RS engine, if I'm correct, or GT2, and the 918 engine. That's great. Well, rear-wheel drive, we can swap it to all-wheel drive, and we can twin turbo it, gain 100 horsepower. So let's twin turbo the car. Tires, what options do we have? We got everything. We got drift tires, off-road, and drag tires. Let's keep these tires for now. Let's thicken up the front tires and the rear tires as well to 335s in the back. Engine spacers. Let's see. We got a lot of, not that much poke, but it's okay. And the front, how much do we have now? It's flush. We cannot deny that. Gearbox. The stock gearbox is, I think, a sequential one. Let's go for I think it's a 6-speed, so let's keep the 6-speed. Let's upgrade the drive line and normal diff. What kind of PI are we already in? Not even the half, so we'll put some better brakes. Brakes are now at 10. Suspension, off-road, and drift as well, and weight reduction. We can drop 50 Ks. It's around the same weight as everyone else. So turbos, we can bump up the turbos to 700. I want to keep it middle of S2. That's a nice starting. And we can put some sport intercoolers, and we'll go restrictor plates. Got it off, but we don't do that. Yeah, we got 1270 kgs and almost 650 horsepower in the first adaptation of this car. I think, you know what is sad about this car is like there is no new RSR coming anymore, because if you know in endurance, the GTE class, if I'm correct, I don't follow it that much, so it's not like I have a lot of knowledge about this, but for what I know is the GTE class is gone since last season, and with that this car is retired, and Porsche is not gonna make a new car anymore. So this is the last iteration of the RSR, and it was running for almost 10 years, and car is very stable now to the corners, I think thanks to the downforce. But what I was saying is that Porsche is not gonna make a new one. They're now focusing on the hypercar project, and I'm quite interested in that because And Derby's Racing, if we don't know, it is quite intense. I mean, the long stints, I like it. I like the Le Mans races. I've watched also the Nürburgring 24 Hour, and I'm quite interested to see how these hypercar categories are gonna perform with Ferrari, Cadillac, Peugeot, Alpine as well, BMW, and now Porsche. So it should be a very competitive category or class. It is also a shame, like, there will be no more RSRs in the future. Now I'm driving this with the upgrades that we put on, and it runs nice. Oh, I mean, I missed the corner very much, so... Oh, there is understeer here, in the slowest corners, in the very slow corners, there is an understeer. But it is manageable. Oh, lift off oversteer, that's also, and I'm dropping places. So, what also is very accurate is my lack of skill in driving in this game. I love this car. It's like a personal favorite, so I will always be a bit more biased to this car. In the stock form, it handles nicely. I mean, without the downforce problems. In this more tuned up version, nice. I think it's time to max this car out. So originally this car has the 4-liter, if I'm correct, the 4-liter engine, and we can swap it out for. And we got the 3.8 and the 4.6. Let's go for. We're gonna max it out, so we might as well take the 4.6 liter. I mean, can we go all-wheel drive? I mean, we should go all-wheel drive. And twin turbo already. I mean, of course, X-Class. We got the thickest tires, everything is here is maxed, everything here is maxed as well. And let's bump up the horsepower and see how much we can make. If I'm correct, it was around 1600 horsepower, 1200 horsepower. So let's see, in the end we got, I couldn't see it, we got 1500 horsepower, almost. I got max downforce in the front and the back, so this should be very fast. Straight away, it even had some wheel spin. But let's see, we haven't done this race in a while, so this is not the same race, I think, they always use. So this is a whole new race. So I have no recollection of how this circuit goes. But it shouldn't be an issue, so let's see if we can make some places very quick and straight away. Oh, understeers. Even with max downforce at understeers. Oh, quite a lot even. Even maxed out the other cars could turn nicely enough without that much understeer, but this car really understeers. Even with liftoff. Oh, I'm gonna kill him. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for that. I didn't meant to kill you like that, but I mean, if you come with 400 kilometers an hour, you won't brake that efficiently. I don't know why, but this car really is not that fast, like compared to the other cars of the car pack. Well, it's not horrible, that's what I mean, but it's more like the GT3 911. That car was grippy. That car can go flat out everywhere, almost. This car really has some minor corrections needed, but still fine. I think it's still better than the, let's say, the Ferrari. Ferrari was really everywhere with the car, but this car really is great. And that's the race. And we demolished the competition. Well, also very low on the ground, almost scraping. Alright, so let's see how it's gonna handle off-road. So all we need to do is firstly change up the engine. I'm gonna go back to the stock engine. We keep it all-wheel drive. Now I'm gonna swap it back to railway drive. Let's go back to that. Let's put the turbos back on it. I like the turbos. Let's drop the PI by going to off-road tires. We keep everything here the same. Suspension can also be changed here. Let's go to the, I don't know why, but suspension is by the, I mean it's handling, so okay. So yeah, let's put some off-road suspension on, and the weight reduction is already on. And I think, how much horsepower do we have? 600. Should we bump it up to 700? I mean, do we need the turbos? I don't think we need the turbos. Turbos will definitely ruin the car a bit. So let's go back in here and put the restrictor plates in. I think it's fine like this. Like, we got almost 500, we got a bit more than 500 horsepower. I weigh almost 1250 kgs, so we don't tune this car a lot. It should be okay. A mid-engine, so the balance should be okay when we go off-roading. But I don't know if the lack of horsepower is gonna kill us on the straights, because I think maybe these guys will have a lot of horsepower, but we got a better graph on the power band, so it shouldn't be that issue. I mean, we made the corner for the first time nicely, so that's great. But like I was saying, even though we have maybe not the most horsepower out of everyone, I think the balance of the curve of the power band itself should help us with killing these terrain. On first glance, again, it handles nice. I don't think we should max out cars that often, because it really kills the performance and the handling. We narrowly clipped the wall there, almost. Look at that, it really drives nice. I mean, 500 horsepower is ideally the best what you can have for a car. Even though we got a bit too much downforce, that can be a killer. But I don't know how much top speed we have. I didn't tune the gearing, so it's still the same gearing as... I don't know what it is. Oh, the Zonda trying to get down the inside, but... Nah, man, you're not getting me. At the handles as well, the ground really... It eats it up. There's not much you can say about, oh, it's gonna overtake me. Yeah, you want the rear end to take you a bit over, but it's manageable. We're not winning by a lot. We're not even winning at all, but this car really... Well, I'm almost dying there. This car really is also great at off-roading. Late brake to the corner. Move. Call me Daniel Ricciardo because I just overtook one with late braking. I cannot say anything really bad about this car. This car is really one of the best cars I've ever experienced driving in sim racing and in any other games. Really, it made me fall in love with Porsche, maybe. Maybe controversial, like, bro, why didn't you like the GT3 RS or something like that? But I don't know. I think the 911 RSR is better than those cars. I think now it's time for some drifting, so let's keep it rear-wheel drive. I mean, we need to get the other engine again. More horsepower in here, brakes fine. I don't know what, drift suspension, weight reduction, all's fine. Into the driveline, we got the drift transmission. Everything is here fine, and let's put the drift trending diff as well. Tires. All we need to do is some drift tires. Max out this thing. Back to the 1400 horsepower. What was it? Was it 1400? It is 1400. Almost 1500. Alright, it's wet. We got the dress from in front of me. I got a PB of 182, if I'm correct. I'm never broken it again. While we spin before we even enter the drift zone. It shows how bad it's gonna be. Right, now it should be fine. Come, slide car. Oh, I'm missing a lot of points here. Oh, this is not a good run. I think it's also because of the rain. But it's looking fine. It's nice and you can really balance it. It's really controllable for some reason. Oh, while I say that. And I failed it. I think we should keep it in fourth and that should be it for now. Come on, car. We can definitely do this. I don't know what I should do with the handling, but I'm just winging it and see if it works. Oh, it's almost overtaking the car itself, the rear. But it should be all fine. Don't overtake the car itself. Oh, it's gonna overtake. Oof. Oh, saved it almost. We're at 145 already. That's 160. Oh, that's 170. Oh shit! 196! It destroyed my PB. Okay, we can try it one more time. Alright, we lost a lot of points in the beginning. So it should be good if we gain a lot of points here. Straight away we can gain a lot of points just staying on track and just taking it nice and slow. And on first glance it really hooks up straight away. I'm gonna keep it in fourth and just going from side to side. Oh, almost losing it there. Come on. Oh, almost losing it again. I can save the car. That's something new. Now I'm throttle controlling it through the corners, and this car really is nice to drift. Oh, do we get another BP? Do we get another PB? Oh, 198! I've messed up. I messed up. 198. What was my highest score? It was 196. Oh, we did beat it, but I did not finish it. So that's a shame. But guys, that's the Porsche 911 RSR. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You get notified when I upload more videos on this channel, like other Forza videos or even new video games like Gas Station Simulator. Let's go also for the 100 subscribers. We're almost there, and the 10 likes. I think you can all do that. And from now, I want to thank you guys for watching. Until next time, goodbye.